What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Godsey. Thank you so much for checking out tonight's video. Over the past couple of days, been doing a lot more baseball coverage for you guys. I'm going to be releasing a new website. It's just going to be just me on the website. Got a lot more stuff coming your guys' way over at the sportsbeatnetwork.com. I'm going to be releasing my own website, so make sure you guys go and check that out. It's going to be an official link will be launched here in the next couple of days. So make sure you guys go check that out. But let's get right into today's video, and that is about professional wrestling. I want to start doing some more professional wrestling videos on here. And today, it's not my greatest day, because in this video, as you guys do see by the title, Justin Gabriel has reportedly quit the WWE. And this really does suck a little bit, because I am one of, just a lot. I want to say just, a lot of Justin Gabriel fans out there probably don't see it, but at times I feel that Justin Gabriel was never used correctly in the WWE. I felt that he had a lot more potential than what he was in the WWE. Had a couple of big wins here and there, being a part of the Nexus, the core, but ultimately at the end of the day, he was a guy who did not have the most greatest experience in the WWE. Yes, he's done a whole lot. He was a part of the stables, and eventually at the end of his run in the WWE, he was pretty much bouncing around from main event, being a pretty much being a jobber, and then NXT he was just getting bounced around the same way. So Justin Gabriel's release does not really surprise me. But needless to say, let's run through the quick career of Justin Gabriel. Now, Justin Gabriel was a part of season 1 of NXT. Before it was it goes into like a legitimate roster where you actually get storylines. NXT was like a week-to-week rookie. It was like a training camp. They had matches with pros. They had matches with rookies. That entire season 1 cast was filled with all-stars that turned out to be they were better going in their separate ways than them being just the Nexus. Now it was Wade Barrett as the ringleader of the Nexus. It also had Skip Sheffield. He went on to go be Ryback, who's having a lot of success. Wade Barrett as well. Heath Slater, still that mid-card wrestler. Forever will be a mid-card wrestler. David Otunga has magically just disappeared off TV since that John Lawrence, not a storyline where he was like his legal counsel. I think what it was. Michael Tarver, just got released a few years ago by the WWE. He really did not, have the greatest in-ring skills. I think he was a professional football player. Coming over to the WWE, I think that's what it was. And then Darren Young went on to have a successful run with the primetime players, him and Titus O'Neil. I really liked that tag team. I wish they were still around, but they have since gone in on their separate directions. And then you have just Justin Gabriel, a guy who does not really speak a whole lot. If you look at his entire time in the WWE, his early day stuff, Justin Gabriel only pretty much had maybe at least a total of maybe 5 or 6 seconds of legitimate, microphone time, and that came when he was a member of the core. Once he disbanded from the Nexus, went over to the core on Friday Night SmackDown, that he joined forces with Heath Slater, Wade Barrett, who were all sent over to SmackDown. I think that was part of the draft in 2008 or 2009, and he really continued. He continued his role. Once the muscle, Heath Slater, or Wade Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson, and Heath Slater in there as well. Justin Gabriel was a guy to put the cherry on top with the 450 splash already on a weakened opponent, and that pretty much did it in, and pretty much sealed the deal for victories during his time with that stable. Following the whole core mishap, they had to disband. Ezekiel Jackson went on to become an ECW champion, the final ECW champion. Wade Barrett went on to have a lot of fame as Bad News Barrett down the line a few years later. Heath Slater, like I said, went on to go join right now is what Slater Gator, which is what one of the worst names as a tag team. And then once again, Justin Gabriel is left with nothing left to do. He's a guy who after the core, he had some fun with Tyson Kidd as International Airstrike. That would eventually pick up when just recently, just the past few months during his time in NXT. He has a couple of highlights in NXT, but I've always felt that Justin Gabriel has more than can make a much more bigger impact for a different promotion. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, Justin Gabriel quit the WWE. What's on for him next? There's a lot of options that he can go to. Like I said, Ring of Honor, not NXT, TNA. TNA is another option for him, because you know what, TNA is always looking to add, you know, some more talent. You know, they've always picked up from the WWE, you know, I don't want to say, you know, dropouts, the guys who got released, got cut. You know, Tyrus went over there, aka Brodus Clay, Ethan Carter III, you name it. You know, there's been a lot of, you know, former WWE wrestlers heading over to TNA, and they're making a big splash. And, you know, why not? You know, when you look into the TNA roster, I know they're bringing back, they have the whole X division, and why not add Justin Gabriel into the X division? You know, have him feud with, you know, guys like, you know, maybe Austin Aries, you know, who's way above, you know, Justin Gabriel level. But you know what? I've always felt that, you know, Justin Gabriel has excellent in-ring skills, and if you use him correctly in, you know, TNA, he can really make a great match with him. I know I haven't watched TNA in a while, but you know, if you match him against like the right opponents in the X division, you expect to have a lot of excitement. You look at Justin Gabriel, his, you know, in-ring prowess, you know, it's very, you know, it's on point. He's very fast, he's very quick, he's a high flyer. You know, imagine him in an Ultimate X match. Imagine that, Justin Gabriel in an Ultimate X match, and he's able to do whatever he wants to do. You know, how his high-flying maneuvers, you know, he is so great at that with the 450 splash. Everything just comes to point in TNA. It works a whole lot out for him. TNA could potentially end up being that next stone for Justin Gabriel. It can give him more, you know, area, for more room to really get some more, you know, legitimate ring time. He's not, you know, bouncing around from a main roster all the way back down to, you know, the development league down at NXT, where yes, he has some great highlights there when, you know, him and Tyson Kidd were running as a heel in NXT during that whole, you know, mild, you know, small rivalry between Finn Balor and Itami, when they were feuding with each other for a small period of time, but also at the time that Balor and Itami were feuding against the Ascension. So, you know, Justin Gabriel, you know, now he's, you know, he reportedly quits WWE. It really does suck because I'm a huge Justin Gabriel fan. TNA sounds like the most likely option for him. You know, a lot of people are, you know, could agree with me. A lot of people could disagree. Maybe he can go to PWG. He can end up going over to Ring of Honor. You know, Justin Gabriel is a nice, you know, he's not the biggest free agent name, but he's a free agent name that's great for, you know, depth on your roster. You know, someone who's looking for a human highlight reel. If you want a human highlight reel, Justin Gabriel is it for you. You're not going to end up getting, you know, he's not going to end up, you know, winning a legitimate championship on any big show. He's not going to win the ROH championship. He's not going to end up getting the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And unless they really do see something in Justin Gabriel, I love Justin Gabriel. He's an excellent in-ring worker. Just didn't show it enough in the WWE. The WWE did not see much in Justin Gabriel, which eventually, you know, sent him over, you know, over the edge. Decided to walk out on WWE. Now it's on to another chapter. Hopefully his next chapter leads to TNA. Hopefully that TNA will end up, you know, using him, you know, to a much higher standard than what the WWE did. So let me hear your guys' opinion about this. Justin Gabriel is no longer with the WWE, quits the WWE. Could Justin Gabriel even retire from professional wrestling? That could be another option. So make sure you guys leave your comments down below. My name is Justin Godsey, and I'll catch you guys next time.